Hi everyone, this is Scott Ruth, and today I'm excited to show you a quick preview of what FlexCalls is going to look like. Now, FlexCalls is a tool that you can use to turn your insights into income by setting up a booking page that people can use to book a paid call with you. And they do that at your personal booking link. So you create a URL with, let's say, your company name or your personal name. You could type in Sam Jones and see if that's available. Now, if it is, you can claim that URL as your own and you can, reserve that for free. There's no subscription costs to FlexCalls. It's really just a commission on any transactions that happen when you earn from paid calls. So let me give you a quick example of what a booking page would look like. Rather than create one now, I'll just show you one that's already done. And this does not take long to make. You basically upload a photo and enter some information, and here you go. You have a page. It has, your call rate, your availability, your bio, an explanation of the kinds of services you can help people with over the phone. It gives you even a place to put external links to your website and other social accounts. And any reviews that come in from calls can get posted here as well. Let me show you now what it looks like for a client to actually request a call with you. In this example, I have my son Micah here logged in, and he's going to request a short call with me here. So I'll walk you through that. On this page, you get to see how all Micah has to do is choose a certain amount of time, and it'll even kind of tell you how much it will cost based on that person's rate. And then you can just type in a reason for the call, like what the challenge or goal is, what's the focus of that call going to be, and then continue on to pick 3 options from that consultant's time availability slots. So basically, these are times where I've said that I could be available, and Micah would choose the best 3 that fit his schedule. And if nothing does fit perfectly, it's okay. He can always suggest a few alternative time slots like this, and he would just, pick whatever days, work for him and times as well. But instead of doing that, let's just go back to selecting these times. That's fine. And we'll continue on to the review and submit step. This is super fast because Micah's already got a FlexCalls account, and he's already got a payment method on file. That is not going to get charged right away. It gets pre-authorized at the time, like right before the call, and basically it will be charged based on the actual talk time, not just the planned talk time, but whatever. Let's say it ran over a few minutes. That's fine. 62 minutes will be what you get charged for. Now, I'm going to submit this call request here to myself and basically go show you what it looks like on the back end to receive that request and manage it. Now, Micah's done here. He just has to, close this out and wait for my response. So I'm going to open this other browser. You can see that I'm signed in here at the top, and I'm going to sign into my FlexCalls account and check out the dashboard. So here I am on the back end. You can kind of see on the sidebar, there's some navigation options here, and we are on the dashboard page. So I can see this call request came in from Micah, and it's a 60-minute call. And when I click this button, I'll be able to kind of review and decide if I want to accept or decline it. But before I do, I'll just show you how, this is kind of handy just to sort of see your next upcoming call that's scheduled. There might be more than one, but the next one is featured here on the dashboard. And really all it is just a phone number you dial in and a PIN number you punch in to make sure that you join the right conference room, and you can have that call. Now, there's a couple other little boxes here that just give you a quick shortcut to copy your booking page link or see how your earnings are adding up and how many calls you've completed. But for now, let's just jump into that call request, and I'll show you what it looks like to accept or decline. This is what it looks like, and you have all the information here you need to decide if you want to do this call. If so, you just accept, but if not, if none of these times are actually going to work, you could bounce back a couple other options. So you could present a few more choices here as kind of proposed alternatives. And if you really just can't do the call because maybe it's not a good fit or you don't have the time, you can always choose one of these options to decline. And you can get a pre-canned message here, but you can obviously change this and send it to the client. But in this case, I think it's going to work out fine to accept this call. I'll just pick the first time slot here proposed, And once it accepts that, it will convert that request into a booked call. And you can get there by clicking this button, but also just in the navigation over here, you can always jump into the calls tab as well. So I'll just do that. Now, here's what those calls look like once they're booked. They always get a phone number and a PIN number, and you get a few other options here. Like if you want to add this to your calendar, it's just nice to try to help not forget about that and make sure you show up on time. And the option here to reschedule, like if you can't make it, you can give a reason and maybe propose different times, or if you really have a need to just cancel the call completely, that's also an option. You just have to give a reason to the client. Over here, there's another tab, so you can actually separate out all the historical calls you've done from the upcoming scheduled calls. Here's a few examples of completed calls. It'll tell you how many minutes you talked. And these are all just like samples, so of course they're very low minutes, but the caller can choose to leave a review for you, and you can choose to publish that review to your public booking page if you'd like. And so yeah, you might even miss a call. Hopefully you're not, but if you did, it would show up here as well. Now let me just show you real quick what it looks like to set up your booking page. It's really very fast and easy. Like I said, you could come to this booking page area and upload a profile photo, fill out a few questions on this form, and you're done. That's pretty much it. So there's a nice little preview tab. You can just check it out before you publish, and you can also share this by copying your URL or even downloading a QR code. Now the heart of the page though is your schedule, so you need to set your weekly availability. So you look at this page here and it has all the days of the week across the top and all the hours of the day down in these columns. So to make yourself available, you just click them on, turn them green. If you're not available, turn them gray, and save your changes. Now once those are saved, I'm going to also show you how there's a tab at the top to switch to this calendar view where you can designate any dates of the year that you're going to be unavailable. So maybe you're normally free most Monday afternoons, but if there's a bunch of Mondays this month that I can't be there or I can't be on available to take calls, then I'll just black those dates out and they will not show up on my booking page as options. Also, there's a favorites tab. This is kind of handy. There's no like public marketplace to browse for experts or search for them. FlexCalls is a tool that you use how you like. And if you share your link with someone, they can add you to their favorites. And likewise, if you find that someone has shared their link, you can bookmark them to your favorites. It just gives you a quick shortcut to go book calls with them. Also, there's a transaction tab. So this will keep track of any earnings as well as payments that you might make. And all of the history is kind of broken down here. These payments are processed through a third party, Stripe, which is a very common provider for secure credit card processing and bank transfers. And so we integrate with them, and you can actually go off to view your account in Stripe, but we provide a convenient transaction history here as well. So you'll see for each call here that you did, there'll be a total. There'll be an indicated fee. This is the 15% platform fee for every transaction that FlexCalls will charge, but that comes right out of your total. And Stripe payment processing fees are actually baked into our platform fee, so it's not an additional cost. This will be the total amount that you actually keep, and it all gets sort of built up in your balance in your Stripe account until once a month it'll automatically transfer it over to your bank. So that's that. If there's no payments on this account, but if you had paid for calls, you'd see these here as well. Lastly, there's an area for your account settings. You can obviously control what your user information is, things like your email or time zone, which is important to make sure calls get scheduled at the proper times. Your email notifications, your payment method, you can always change this, card on file. Again, we're not storing these in our server. This is all handled through Stripe, and we're synchronizing with it. So you can have additional forms of security here, either a Google account or a username and password. The consulting features here can be turned off for people who don't want a booking page. They don't want to charge for calls. They only want to purchase call time, then you can just turn all that off, and that's about it. That's pretty much the tour. There's other little things like submitting feedback and reading our terms and privacy and stuff like that. But for the most part, that is what FlexCalls will look like when we launch it, hopefully within about 3 to 5 weeks. So I invite you to stay tuned and to sign up as soon as we're launched. If you have any questions or suggestions or feedback, I'd love to hear it. So don't be afraid to reach out and let me know. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you later. Bye.